Here is my makeup kit backpack, 50 bucks per foundation. They're beautiful. It feels unprofessional and I won't be prepared. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Liv. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, I'm very excited for today's video. I don't know why it's never occurred to me to film this video, but someone actually requested it in one of my comments and I was like, oh my god, yes, I will definitely do that. We're doing a professional makeup artist kit tour. If you guys don't know, I'm a professional makeup artist. I went to makeup school like 2.5 years ago. So basically I've done like freelancing, weddings, prom, all the good stuff. And I have this big fat makeup kit that is so heavy I can't hold it for that long. So I want to show you guys everything that I carry in my kit, from the actual makeup to like the little extra things that you wouldn't realize that you need to bring with you, because as a travel makeup artist it can be difficult to remember all the little things. I'm so excited, so let's get right into it. Okay, so my kit itself is a backpack, which is so convenient. If you are starting your makeup artist journey, I really strongly recommend getting a backpack kit. It's just so much easier. You can carry a lot more on your back than you can just in your hands. And I know a lot of MUAs like to put their kits in suitcases, and I think that's smart too, but like sometimes there's a lot of stairs. So what I would recommend doing is buying a backpack kit like this, and then you can get a suitcase that this fits inside of. So if you do need to take it out and put it on your back, you can do that. So here's my kit up close. It is by the brand Relavel. I'm not sure if you can read that clearly. And I have the large size. I believe they make an extra large, but I feel like the large is good. And I do have this linked in my Amazon storefront. Okay, I hope this is a good setup. Oh, I can even sit and do this. I feel like this is the best angle we're gonna get for you to be able to see everything. So here's my kit. She's pretty beefy and we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna open her up. Ta-da! Here is my makeup kit. So personally, I try to keep a more condensed kit. So basically, I really only take with me what I feel like I'm gonna need for that day. For example, if I already know what my client looks like, if I've glammed them before, I don't necessarily need to bring my entire shade range of foundation if I know that she's gonna fit between like 3 or 4 shades. Just wanted to put that out there. I'm gonna start with what I have up here, and I'm literally just gonna show you everything that I carry with me in my kit. So over here I have my mascara. The Essence Roller Lash Waterproof is the best. I have some lash glue. The Duo lash glue is of course the best. I carry some black and white liners in case anyone wants that in their waterline, and a nude as well. The nude is definitely my most used. I love the Tarte Fake Awake. Then I have my lip liners. I do have a lot of lip liners. I'm just gonna pull out some of my most used ones. These 3 have been my holy grail recently. The Makeup Forever in the shade Wherever Walnut is a perfect like neutral color. Kosas in the shade Beyond is perfect for the girls that don't want nude. They want something a little bit pinkier. And same goes for the Say Beauty one in the shade Wink. This is what I personally would like on myself. But I do have a lot because I feel like lips are the thing people are pickiest about. It's lips and eyebrows. People care about their eyebrows and they care about their lips. So I think it's very important to have a large variety of lip liners because we all have our preferences and you just never know what someone's gonna want. Next, I have all of my brow products. Again, as I was saying, people are so picky with their brows, myself included. All the times I've had my makeup done, my brows are like the first thing that it's gonna like either make me love it or it's gonna throw me off. So very important to also have a large variety of brow products. I have a lot of Kosas. These purple ones are Kosas. These black ones are Morphe, which I honestly don't really use anymore. I used to, but I like the Kosas better. These are from Lawless. Then I just have some e.l.f. clear eyebrow gel and also the Kosas clear eyebrow gel. But I don't really use clear eyebrow gel on my clients very often. Then here I just have 2 little hair clips, so when I do people's makeup I can clip their hair back and not worry about it getting in their face. And yeah, that's everything that I'm keeping in these top little compartments right now. Then we can actually unzip it. Oh my gosh, I thought I lost this. My fan, I literally thought I lost this. I usually keep it in the side pouch of my kit, but I guess one day I threw it up there. Anyway, I do keep a few palettes in here. So I've got 3 palettes. First up is the Tartelette Juicy palette. I use this for anyone who requests like a pink eyeshadow look. This is just like perfect. It's got all your pinky tones. Next I have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Divine Neutrals palette. I used to literally love this. My mirror is shattered in it. You can really see how much I loved this palette. I don't use it a ton anymore now that I have like my Makeup by Mario palettes, but I did love this for a long time, so I do still carry it. Then I also have this Danessa Myricks highlighting palette. So beautiful. I usually would use this on the eyes as a shimmer. So these palettes are just too big to fit in any compartment, so that's why I just slide them back here. All right, we're now gonna get to the heart of the kit, which is everything that's here. I feel like that's what you were most interested to see. So in this first compartment, I store foundation. My #1 most used foundation is the NARS Natural Longwear Radiant. I love this, but it is quite expensive. It's like 50 bucks per foundation, but it just looks so good. Every time I glam people, they're like, what foundation is that? So this is definitely underrated. Then I also have 3 of the NARS light reflecting foundation. This one is more natural than the long wear, but honestly I usually just mix them together. But if someone specifically requested like a more lightweight look, I would probably use more of this. And then I also just have 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills foundations in these like random shades. So those are the primary foundations I use in my kit. Moving on to the very next compartment, I keep my concealers. My number 1 concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. I love this concealer. I think it is one of the best ones on the market. I literally love it. It does not crease. When I first started at makeup school, I was using drugstore concealer, and I just felt like it would crease so easily, and I would get so frustrated because I thought I was doing something wrong. But I finally invested in the Tarte concealer, and it made such a difference. I often will mix in the Kosas concealer. This is another favorite of mine. These are so good. I was very grateful to get these in PR and add them right to my kit because I loved it. And that's mainly what I use. I have a couple random concealers in here. I've got like a normal Shape Tape, Tarte Creaseless concealer, and these 2 Lawless ones. And then something else I carry is some mixing pigment in case I need to lighten up someone's foundation or concealer. So look how pale I am. All of these foundations are a little too orange for that. So this is very, very handy. All right, that is all for foundation and concealer. My kit isn't necessarily in the order of a makeup routine because the next bin is actually lip products. My most used lipstick is Charlotte Tilbury in the shade KKW. The most underrated shade, but it is the perfect nude. Whenever someone wants like a pinky nude lip, I just take a pink lip liner, mix it with this, and it's perfect. I do also carry just a classic Pillow Talk lipstick because a lot of people use this, so I feel like as a makeup artist, it's very helpful to just carry the most popular lipsticks out there because most people just want to look like themselves. Rare Beauty in the shade Worthy is another favorite of mine. And then I honestly just kind of have like random lipsticks in here. A product I want to specifically mention are these Maybelline glosses. You can get these at the drugstore. This is the shade Stone. For my girls that tell me they don't like lipstick, I will just go right in with this lip gloss on them. And then this is the shade Pearl, and it's like the most stunning iridescent gloss. So I like to put this over the lip combos. And then more high-end, this Buxom gloss in the shade White Russian Sparkle is literally everything. It is gorgeous. So I'll always ask my clients if they're okay with a plumping gloss. And if it's a yes, then I will put this on them. All right, that basically sums up my lip product, except for one last thing. In my large compartment down here, I actually have a Makeup by Mario lipstick palette. I used to swear by this, and as you can see, it is extremely well loved and used. I really did get my money's worth with this. However, it's just like kind of difficult to sit there and mix these shades when I can just buy Charlotte Tilbury. So I still like to keep this in here in case of emergency, but I don't use it a ton. But then I carry 2 more Makeup by Mario palettes. First, I do have the original Master Mattes eyeshadow palette. I love this. This is my most used palette by far. I'm obsessed. I use this on almost all my clients. So when he came out with the Neutrals palette, I knew I needed to have it. It's more cool tone. These are just like the 2 perfect palettes. Honestly, all you need. But you've got to have the perfect shimmer palette. For me, it's the ColourPop Feelin' Bubbly palette. I don't know what ColourPop put in this to make it so amazing. I don't really use the matte shades. As you can see, I really have only dug into the shimmers. They're beautiful. They are literally stunning. So these are my go-tos. I love it. Also in this bin, I keep my little gel eyeliner. This is from Makeup Revolution. And then I also keep the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is typically what I use to do people's brows. All right, my next bin is kind of like a mishmash. Kind of already showed you like half the stuff in it. My Kosas, my color corrector, and a NARS foundation. But also in this bin, I keep some Rare Beauty blushes. So I carry the shades Happy, which is the pink shade, and Joy, this coral shade, with me. So I typically ask people, do you like a pink blush or a coral blush or a mix? And then I'll just mix these or use one or the other. Then I carry my favorite Say Beauty liquid bronzer. I love this. Also for bronzer, I have the LYS bronzing stick. This is so good too. And then also just kind of like in that little bin, I have the Sol de Janeiro Copacabana bronze oil. If a client's wearing like an off-the-shoulder top, I'll put this all over your chest and you smell so good. I love it. I also randomly have this little like Vampire Diaries palette for one sole purpose because it's got like a gray little shimmer. So I'm scared that one day someone's gonna ask for like a silvery gray shimmer and I won't be prepared. So I carry this with me. Moving on to this bin. Again, I already showed you the lip glosses. I do carry the Makeup Forever foundation contour palette with me. This is another product that has been very loved by me. I like to use this on people with mature skin because cream foundation sits a little bit nicer on their skin. And then I also use this to like contour people, bronze them up. It's really good for customizing shades if you feel like the foundations you have won't work for someone. I have this beautiful L'Oreal Infallible highlighter. And then for skin prep, I have this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. This stuff is magic. Whenever I use this on a client, second, their skin just looks flawless. So I carry this with me as well. I've got a little Laneige lip balm, Morphe setting spray, Urban Decay setting spray. I have this Elemis skin prep spray. Okay, now moving on to all my powder products basically. So all like setting powders, powder blushes, powder bronzer. I have 2 foundation powders from Lawless Beauty. I like to use these to kind of airbrush the makeup. I have 2 more foundation powders from Kosas. These are a little bit lighter than the Lawless ones. So these are really great for brightening under the eye. Again, I like to do this after everything is said and done, just to kind of last minute blur it all together. And then I have 2 more Sephora brand foundation powders. Obviously these shades are darker. Again, same thing, use these to kind of set, but then I also like to use these as bronzers on my more pale girls. So these are multi-functional, which is really nice. I don't really like one better than the other as far as the brand goes. It's kind of just like what I've accumulated. These I got in PR, these I bought. Another powder bronzer I have is this Fenty Beauty one in the shade Private Island. I love this one. I use it all the time. Now for powder blush, I have a couple of options. My number one most used is definitely my Dior blush. This works for so many skin tones, which is why I love it. I also have a Kylie Cosmetics blush. I really don't use this a ton. This is the shade Winter Kissed. It's very light. And for my girls that don't like a pinky blush, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Peachy Love Blush Trio, and this is perfect. So we've got like a more coral and more of like berry shades. So again, if you like pink blush, I'll use this. If you don't, I'll use this. Then the last thing I have in there is my Laura Mercier Ultra Blurring Setting Powder. Love this stuff. Such a good powder. Okie dokie. We have our last little compartment, which is kind of miscellaneous. I've got my cellar water, an eyelash curler, some eye tape, scissors for cutting lashes, a little sharpener for my lip liners, and then I have a one size primer, the Emco Beauty Moisturizer, and the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Moisturizer. Okay, that is everything in my main kit. I'm gonna close this back up. In this like top compartment, I have so many lashes. It's kind of bad because I have like one left on a lot of them, so it takes up space. So what is very helpful, literally just cutting your lashes like this. Boom, look how much space I'm gonna save now. I have a bunch of these little individual lash packs that I got from Shein, but my favorite and most used lashes are the Ardell 421s. I keep some extra clean beauty sponges in there, and then I always keep a clean black towel in this compartment because if you're going to someone's home, you don't want to just like put all this messy makeup right on their kitchen counter. So just bring a black towel that you can lay down so you're not going to make a mess in someone's home. In the side pocket, I keep a mirror. Hey, oh my gosh. I keep my business card, of course. You guys should always have business cards. People honestly ask for them all the time, especially at weddings. Bridesmaids will ask for your card, so be sure you have some. There's even like a clear pouch on the side, so you could actually stick your card right in there as well. So if you do lose your kit or something, at least they have some way to contact you. And yeah, that is everything in my makeup kit. I wanted to quickly show you guys my brush bag. This is also by Relevelle. It's also on my Amazon storefront, which is linked in the description. Very handy. You definitely need a separate brush bag. I'm not going to show you all my brushes because that would take forever, but very convenient to just have this to be able to hold. And I also bring this giant Rare Beauty tote bag to bookings. And in here, I keep things like paper towels, rubbing alcohol, disposable applicators. These are a must-have. I keep all my lighting equipment. I've got some powder puffs in here. And yeah, this is basically where I just keep anything extra. My water bottle, a snack, all the good stuff. And then I do also carry a makeup artist chair with me. Also gonna have it linked in my Amazon storefront. I didn't actually have my own chair for the longest time, and I would just use people's like kitchen chairs when I like went to their homes, but that just kind of feels unprofessional to me now. So I would just make the effort, get the chair. People are gonna really appreciate it. They're gonna feel like they're like a movie star sitting in the makeup chair. And then I also always bring an extension cord with me. You don't know where people have outlets and you need your lighting. I will also have the lighting that I use linked in my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna have everything there, so don't even worry. But I think that concludes my kit tour. This was really fun to film. I hope it was fun to watch. I love you guys so much. I love talking about being a makeup artist. I want to do a video soon where I talk about my experience in makeup school and talk you guys through what that was like, kind of how I got to this point. So look out for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Is it not strange?